Okay, so I know we always get a little bit confused and anxious when it comes to fractions, but I promise you they're not as bad as you remember them to be. When we're working with fractions, when we're solving equations, the very first thing we want to do is get rid of the denominator. That's like our first and foremost goal. So when we're working on equations, whatever the denominator is, that's what we're going to multiply everything through by. So that's where our distributive property comes through. That's where our fraction multiplying comes through. And we're going to multiply every single term on both sides of the equals by that denominator. So if that denominator was a 6, on the outside I would be distributing a 6. When I go and I start to multiply with the fraction, I'm going to do 2 times 3, which is 6, divided by 2, which is 3. So essentially this 2 and this 2 cancel each other out, and you're just left with 3x. Now I still need to distribute the 2 times the negative 24. And 2 times 24 is 48, so I'm going to bring down that minus 48. And then I have to remember, way over there, I've got to do that 2 times that negative 36. And 36 and 36 is 72, so this is going to be a negative 72. Now look what we have. Just by doing this first step of distributing through the denominator, I literally have a 2-step equation ready for us to solve. So we're back to concept 1. We've got to get rid of the 48. So in order to get rid of the 48, we've got to add 48 to both sides to do inverse operations. Notice the work I'm showing. Look at the work. This cancels. I'm going to bring down that 3x. I'm going to bring down my equals. And negative 72 plus 48. I know my negatives are going to be bigger. I'm going to subtract this. And I'm going to get negative 24. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide both sides by 3 to get x alone. Multiplicative inverse. And when I do that, negative 24 divided by 3 is negative 8. So my final answer is negative 8. Again, all you have to do to get this into a format that we're comfortable with is multiply every term through by the denominator. All right, go ahead and give your problem a shot, and I will see you in a minute.